Well, good evening from Washington, where it's been a hectic start to Election Day. Long, winding queues at polling stations around the country and reports of a record turnout. At least 120 million people are expected to cast their votes today. And if the polls are right, it's going to be tight. Mitt Romney is still dashing around those crucial swing states in a final push for support, whilst President Obama has been calling voters at a campaign office in his hometown of Chicago. Our Washington correspondent Matt Frei is there. Matt.
This is Chicago's all-news station.
Polls have opened in the East on this election day.
Mr. Obama's in Chicago now. He's already voted.
This election may not be as historic as the one 4 years ago, but it feels intense, even bitter, and driven by unusual purpose on both sides. It is a mood reflected in the record turnout, and that includes here on Obama's home turf. We went to a car showroom on the poor south side of Chicago. Today it doubles up as a polling station, packed since it opened at 7 a.m. this morning. Most of these people had voted for America's first black president in 2008. Today they're determined to keep him there.
He took over the Titanic. It was sinking, and you can't patch the Titanic in 4 years. He needs this other 4 years to show the U.S. what he can actually do. He needs another 4 years.
But if he doesn't get another 4 years, if you wake up tomorrow morning and your president is no longer called Barack Obama, how would you feel?
I'd be a little disappointed. It's not the end of the world.
This is a close race. Failure is an option. And yet what really struck me was that anger was conspicuous by its absence here.
If Obama does not get re-elected, if he loses this election, how would you feel? How would this city feel tomorrow morning?
To answer that honestly, people would be hurt, because this is Obama's hometown, but that doesn't matter. As I said before, whoever's president, the United States will move on.
In cold, hard economic numbers, America's black communities had a bad 4 years. They've suffered more than anyone else in the recession, but they feel that Mitt Romney and the Republicans simply don't connect with them, and Obama, despite his shortcomings, does.
It is here on the gritty streets of the south side of Chicago that Barack Obama first cut his political teeth. It is here that he learned how to bridge the racial divide that he himself embodies. And if he does get re-elected tonight, part of that success will be down to this place, because it was here that he learned how to connect with ordinary Americans who otherwise feel left behind by the political process.
And here he was, just up the road in his own neighborhood of Hyde Park, Chicago, at a campaign station, working the phones, cold calling the voters.
Hi, is this Annie? Hi, this is Barack Obama. How are you?
This one took a bit of persuading, not about the vote, but about the identity of the caller.
My name was Barack Obama, the president.
Hi, it's Justin from...
Lavishing attention on voters has worked, especially in the all-important swing states, where the campaigns have spent most of their time and where the turnout has been huge. This was Ohio. This was Florida. The get-out-the-vote effort seems to be working. For the Obama side, it was orchestrated like a military campaign and financed like a corporate takeover from this nondescript office block in downtown Chicago. Behind these windows, they put together perhaps the most impressive, well-funded and formidable electoral machine ever known.
It has already been the most expensive campaign in history. Each of the candidates has spent at least $1 billion. It has certainly felt like the longest campaign. And if the results are as close as many of the polls would suggest, and the armies of lawyers are deployed, then a very long night could become a very long month.
A stalemate, a recount, a mess without a mandate. It's happened before. It could happen again. Matt Frei, Channel 4 News, Chicago.